Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. For today's video, we got a video by Jimmy High Roller titled "No One Knew This Would Happen Next." I don't know what it is, and I didn't know what would happen either, man. Or maybe I did. We're gonna find out right now, guys. Link to Jimmy's channel description below. Let's get it.
Have you ever seen this photo before?
Never.
It's iconic.
Yeah, it's hanging over my bed.
Powerful photos
yes, definitely have seen this photo.
NBA has ever produced. A young Kobe Bryant in the midst of a heated battle, taking a moment to hear the wise words of his idol Michael Jordan. It's been seen by millions.
Don't pass
but
the ball.
Do you know the context of this picture?
Take every shot.
The story behind it. It's December 17th, 1997.
Okay.
The Lakers were 18-5, dominating the NBA behind superstar Shaquille O'Neal and a 19-year-old soon-to-be all-star Kobe Bryant. On the other end of the court, you have the Chicago Bulls, reigning NBA champs, coming into the game with a record of 14-9 with the best player in the league. The league's two best teams,
best player of all time,
in the Staples Center. Coming into this game, Kobe Bryant wanted to make a statement against
Bro, look at that pimple, man. Damn, that's a young Kobe.
Michael Jordan. This was the
Kobe.
season he would break out as a legitimate NBA talent and prove to the world that he wasn't just
thought that shit would stop after puberty.
And with Shaq sidelined, this was Kobe's opportunity. And it wouldn't take long for him to get his point across.
Kobe, 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 Kobe. Oh, yeah, man. Look at that. Doing everything. Yes, sir. That was before he really nailed down his fadeaway. Yeah, MJ knows what's up. Look at that, man. Oh my God, freaking relentless. Look at that. MJ almost had it though. Like he wasn't falling for the pump fake. But yeah, MJ ultimate competitor. Well, so is Kobe, right? He wants to cross him up so bad, you can tell.
Coming off the bench, a 19-year-old Kobe was going blow for blow with the league's
How many he drop?
MVP. Mike with 36, Kobe with 33.
Okay. You know, that kind of reminds me of that one time that Shaq, the Miami Heat. Well, it's not really like that at all, but kind of. Shaq dunked on Andrew Bynum, and everybody was going crazy. And then right back on the other side of the court, Andrew Bynum did like a little juke move, a little juke spin move, and dunked all over Shaq's face. And Shaq punched him and got ejected. But it reminds me of that, man. Just like the young blood going up against like the
Lakers were taking a beating, but Kobe was making a statement. And with 7 minutes and 9 seconds left in the game, in the middle of this intense matchup, with Bulls small forward Scott Burrell at the line, Kobe approaches Michael and sparks a conversation.
Where's Scottie Pippen?
A photographer snapped this photo. Kobe asked Mike a question about his jump shot, and Mike gives Kobe advice that, without a doubt, stuck with him for the rest of his career.
Let's hear it, man.
But pay attention to Kobe's demeanor. Michael is doing the talking, and Kobe is all ears, listening attentively. A moment for a young kid to hear from the man that he shaped his entire game after. One of the most
imagine if MJ would have said that same thing to like Alex Caruso. Oh my God, you just can't imagine.
Memorable moments.
Caruso's in the wrong era.
And there are many moments like this throughout the history of the game, when a single photo captures the essence of a player, a game, a legacy.
What do you think Iverson said to Lou right there?
Interesting as the photo itself. Some of these iconic images have backstories that we've all become familiar with, whereas others come from seemingly insignificant moments that we would come to acknowledge years later. Like on December 6, 2010, when the Miami Heat faced off against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Okay.
Just 22 games into the new Big Three era, and the Heat weren't exactly living up to expectations.
Yeah, it took them a while.
With a record of 14-8, this new era was getting off to a rocky start. But during this seemingly uneventful December matchup, LeBron and his right-hand man Dwayne Wade had a moment that would be the turning point in their season.
No.
After getting out to a 6-2
Where's the oop at?
Dwayne Wade rebounds the ball and gets out on the break. He spots LeBron trailing and dumps off a no-look pass.
Okay.
Then, a photographer on the baseline captures a photo that would be seen around the world.
I thought it was an oop! I thought it was an oop!
What
am I thinking of? I could have swore it was off an alley-oop, man. Bro, I must be in an alternative timeline right now or something. Where the world I'm from, that was an alley-oop.
LeBron with his trademark tomahawk. D-Wade with his arms out, a look of confidence like, yeah, that just happened. A single moment that encapsulates one of the greatest duos the league has ever seen. Following this game, the Heat would win 17 of their next 18 games and establish themselves as the best team in the NBA. And it was
bound to happen, right?
That we would all come to realize just how special the Heat would be. Speaking of dominant dynasties, the Los Angeles Lakers and the Boston Celtics have proven to be two organizations that have controlled the league since its inception. Throughout the 80s, these teams would face off in the most intense rivalry in basketball, led by two all-time legends in Larry Bird and Magic Johnson.
Yep.
Since their days in college, Magic and Bird seemed to always find a way back to each other. Whether it was the NCAA championship,
is that the greatest basketball rivalry of all time, guys?
Playoffs, it always came right back down to Bird and Magic.
You could say they saved basketball even.
In the 1985 NBA Finals, it was no different. After beating the Lakers in the finals the season prior, the intensity between these two teams was at an all-time high. Fights were breaking out every single game, and neither team was going to back down. It's Game 2 in Boston Garden. After going back and forth for 3 quarters, the Lakers have gotten out to a decent lead early in the fourth.
Magic.
But the Celtics refused to break. Bird has
back and
20 in the half, and Magic is sitting on a double-double. With less than 5 minutes left in the game,
he did not fall for that bump fake. Yo, yo's good pass.
Parrish sinks the bucket after drawing the foul. This play in particular isn't all that special, but what follows is a moment that will be remembered forever.
Let's see it.
As Parrish lines up the shot, Bird and Magic stand side by side, ready to box each other out. And then
snap.
This happens.
Beautiful pass to Parrish, who really powers it through after being hit by McAdoo. Great pass.
Oh yeah, we've seen that picture a billion times. I've seen that one for sure. Bro, look at that quality, man.
In a moment,
damn time travelers. Like, why don't the quality look that on there?
A photo that would summarize the greatest rivalry in the history of the sport.
Freaking alien took that picture, bro.
Two legends battling it out on the greatest stage. After all, this box out was irrelevant. Robert Parrish sunk the shots, but the photo itself isn't what makes this moment so incredible. It's the story behind it that has cemented this picture as one of the NBA's most recognizable images. Bird and Magic weren't just fighting for a rebound.
They were fighting for the lives.
They were fighting for their legacies.
Our legacy, okay.
Another legend that had to fight for his legacy was Reggie Miller. A player that had to claw his way through one of the toughest eras of the Eastern Conference.
Miller time.
Miller had to play the Bulls dynasty, a New York Knicks squad with Patrick Ewing and John Starks, an Orlando Magic team with the best young duo in the league with Shaq and Penny, and a dominant Miami Heat team with Alonzo Mourning and Tim Hardaway.
No mention of the Detroit Pistons? No mention of the teal Detroit Pistons?
All 4 teams having 60-win seasons throughout Reggie's prime. But despite Miller being the best shooter in his day and leading the Pacers to the top spot in the Eastern Conference on 3 occasions, he was never able to get them over the top. He got close again and again and again.
He was clutch. He just
was never
needed that next
enough.
guy.
However, of all the incredible moments the great Reggie Miller has given to the game, his most memorable one came in Game 4 of the 1994 NBA Finals. The Pacers were facing off against the Knicks in Madison Square Garden. After being up 2-0 early in the series, the Pacers fought back.
Bro's number 45 is tall as hell, man.
Indiana had all the momentum, and they brought that same energy in Game 5. With Spike Lee in attendance, after trailing by 12 points at the end of the third, Reggie Miller activates Miller time and absolutely buries the Knicks in the fourth.
With a 15-2 lead, here's Miller for 3. Fleming with another Miller in the backcourt.
That was actually going to be my my YouTube name was Crispy Time. When I first started, it was going to be Crispy Time. Yep. But I went Crispy Flakes instead.
Here's Miller for 3. Yes! Miller open again from downtown in this fourth quarter.
Bro, Steph Curry be doing that in about 2 minutes now, though. Damn, Zach LaVine knocking down 13 threes a game. Bro, his hand was right in his face. Damn.
Miller would go on to score 25 points in the fourth quarter alone.
Oh shit, okay, well,
But
maybe not
while
everybody
having
doing
the
that.
game of his career,
Klay Thompson does
Spike
that.
Lee was taking part in his usual banter. At this point, Spike has become a staple at Knicks games. Where there is heated
Still
action
is, yep.
going down in the Garden, you are sure to see Spike Lee close by. Now, most players may play
been
along
dormant
a
for
bit,
years, though.
maybe say a thing or two and move on. But on this day, Reggie had time, and in the midst of dropping
He had Miller
39
time.
on Spike's team, Reggie Miller shut Spike Lee down with one of the most infamous moments in playoff history.
Harper and John Starks not happy at all with the way Greg Anthony and Hubert Davis were defending.
Reggie Miller giving the choke.
Oh man, I love it. I love
As if
basketball,
Spike
guys.
didn't
I love
already know
basketball.
his team was
Drop it like
blowing
you
the
like
lead in the
basketball, bro.
series, Miller gave that man a clear reminder. A reminder that stood as a warning for all trash talkers. After adding insult to injury and humiliating the Knicks in their own house, it was clear that
But if you don't win championships and you do that, doesn't that kind of summarize up your career too?
Spike
Just saying.
was not ready for the smoke. Just look at him. Pathetic. Now, I want to end this video with a brief story about the most recognizable photo in NBA
The
history.
logo.
This one. Well, not the
Luke
logo
Kennard, man.
itself, but the photo it was
Oh,
designed
shit.
after.
Photoshop,
in
bro.
1969,
Used to be Luke
the
Kennard.
NBA wanted to separate itself from its newly found competition in the ABA. So the National Basketball Association commissioned Alan Siegel to create a logo for the league. And after searching for the perfect picture to design the logo after, Alan stumbled upon this photo of Jerry West. Thus, the famous NBA logo was born. Only this is not the photo the logo was based off of.
What was it gonna be?
Despite this being the image most fans associate with the logo,
Yeah.
this is the wrong picture.
What is it?
The actual
Must be
image that
Luke.
inspired the logo is this one. A photo
still
of Jerry
Jerry
West
West.
driving to the
Okay.
basket circa 1966. In fact, when you put the photo side by side with the logo itself, the resemblance is uncanny. Why this image
arms
has
seem a little
been
longer.
tagged with the logo image is a mystery. Some fans theorized that the league wanted to distance itself from the idea of designing a logo after one specific player, so they found an image that was similar enough to give inspiration to the design, but not so similar that it can definitively be one player in particular. But again, when looking at the NBA logo and this
Yeah, that's, like,
specific picture
identical,
of
okay.
Jerry
Yep.
West, it's clear that the NBA
The arm just seems
did
longer.
just that. Let me know in the comments below. What is the most iconic basketball photo ever taken and why? Is it the image?
I think I'd have to say Michael Jordan's shot, just like just like the shot, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Probably that one. I'm sure there's plenty others out there you can argue. I'd like to hear them in the comment section below, just like Jimmy said. But yeah, man, that's all we got. Thank y'all so much for watching. Peace out, my friends.